don't. I'm not
Alright,
gonna do
Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Alright, I'm ready.
Do this.
Ready? Wow, look at your skin.
Hey guys.
AK. You got a fucking suit.
You're not supposed to be wearing armor.
Hello.
This isn't armor. This is my t-shirt.
I've allowed it as security.
That's the
I'm on my way.
orange shred.
It's the orange jumpsuit.
I would like to.
Miles, are you joining us for the court?
Hi,
No,
Elf.
I don't. This is why.
Hey,
Miles,
happy
get in
birthday,
here
Miles.
now.
Hey,
No.
I'm just asking.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Mars, can you be here for emotional support for me, please?
Gotta go.
Why? Pig's
Gotta go.
call.
Oh. Bye, Miles.
Saved by the pick.
I told you.
Oh. Kame, I'm going to announce your presence.
Okay,
Are you prepared?
I am.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I'd like to present the prosecution.
Who's She-Hulk?
Is that She-Hulk?
No, it's fucking Saul Goodman with purple.
You look more like fucking She-Hulk, to be honest. I'm gonna be real. If it wasn't for the music, I would have thought that's what you came as.
Wait,
I'm gonna play the whole
he's
thing.
a lot.
Okay.
Sorry.
Himself.
Yeah, no. So I'm a lawyer for everybody who was affected. Anyway.
Okay. Let's see here.
Will the prosecution please, actually, what am I? You're the judge.
No,
so
I
you do
have.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Court is now in session. Honorable Judge Sly, representing court, presiding.
Are
We
you doing
will now
a
listen.
transcript? What's it called? A transcript?
No, we will
Oh,
now
my
be
goodness.
listening to the. What are they called again?
Prosecutor?
Prosecutor. We'll now listen to the prosecutor's testimony.
Thank you, Your Honor. So I gathered everyone here today to say that this man. Oh, God damn it, Grandma.
Court is in order, Grandma. Grandma, please sit down.
She brought food home, so it's worth it. Anyway, so what are they doing? It's gonna be kind of awkward when he doesn't actually hear anything. Anyway, judge, jury, executioner. I would like to say that this man here has done egregious acts of terrorism to this server knowingly. He has placed evidence A, skull catalyst, around the entire server.
Do you have the evidence?
I have eight of these skull catalysts.
All right,
This
present them to
counting
me.
as one.
Please.
All right. Okay. You may pick this one up. That is 8. I can confirm.
I don't have a silk touch pickaxe.
I got you.
I do.
Okay. Yep.
You combine
Okay.
them with a hoe and it goes quicker.
Not
Yeah.
for silk touch.
Right.
You're not having a silk touch hoe? Shaking my hand.
No, I don't have it. I don't have the silk touch hose.
Now, I would like to bring my first witness to the stand, AK-47.
You may do so.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Please
AK,
state your
all right.
name. Hold on. Please state your name.
Kira 47.
Please place your hand on the book before you and swear that you will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Fair.
You may continue.
Okay. Okay. So, well, I basically just asked you questions. All right. Is it true that Laura asked you permission to place these skull catalysts around the courtroom?
Yes.
And is it true that you did not know what you agreed to, considering that you didn't know how destructive they actually were? Okay. And Lore, did you explain to AK what they did?
Yes, I
The
did.
prosecution
And I
will not
have-
address the defendant directly.
Okay, well,
I tried.
wait until my turn, I guess.
So the case here made today by the prosecution is that Lore has placed the skull catalysts around the map for, i.e., a little bit of trolling in order to poke fun at people, but has caused a lot of distress due to the destruction that these skull catalysts actually caused by their block replacement. He was allowed to do so by AK-47, but AK-47 not knowing the destruction that they caused. So I hereby order a cease and desist against Lore for placing skull catalysts. He shall no longer continue to do so. This is his only warning, and if he does, he shall be thrown in the gallows.
All right, thank you. For the prosecutors, you may be seated. I would now like to call upon the defense for their statement.
So, first things first, Sly, is I'm going to send you the private messages where I explain to AK that effectively, if something's killed on it, if something's killed on it, I even said the word spreads, and that, by the way, the shock catalysts do not replace blocks deemed as important. I saw this in the Minecraft wiki, which, you know, best source of information, and I'm sure if we wanted to try it, we could probably try it now inside this building.
Honorable
like
Judge
to-
Sly, I move to present this evidence publicly to the court.
I would like you to post the
yes, 1
screenshots
second.
into no mic chat.
Got it. I'll also see if I can find the information on it not replacing.
That
certain
will not be
blocks.
necessary. I have it on my own.
Okay, got it. So. Here we go.
I see some tickling going back there. I would like you to remain orderous in the court. I would like you to remain in your seats and not break the windows. Okay, I will now take a little look at this.
So, as you can see, I even started the question by asking her if she knows the shock things. She said yes. And then I explained what I would like to do. I even said that they can be very easily broken with 0.1 second with a hoe. Of course, not exactly. They also grant EXP. I made it clear that I wouldn't place it somewhere important, such as inside of somebody's house. I specifically said that. AK said as long as it's far away
Objection.
from builds.
Hearsay.
I will allow it.
Are you allowing the objection or allowing me to continue?
You to continue.
Okay. So another thing about them is that they can attempt to spawn shriekers as well as the ones that provide redstone. The ones that provide a redstone signal. But the thing about the shriekers is that the wardens cannot actually spawn above ground. They can only spawn inside of caves. So that was another reason why I thought it was safe to do so. Placing them around would not actually replace.
Alright, I believe you have exhausted this subject. Please move on.
Okay. Isn't that the whole main? Isn't that the main point?
Please move on.
Okay. AK.
This is when you call witnesses.
I'd like to call you up as a witness to the stand, please.
Alright.
AK, how much do you know about the skulk?
Not much.
Okay. So why did you agree to something that you didn't know a lot about?
Because you said it was not harmful.
And did it destroy or replace any important blocks from anybody's bases?
Not
So
that I know
how is
of.
it harmful? If it only destroyed easily replaceable dirt that, you know, we can find anywhere and didn't actually affect anybody's builds, how was it harmful?
May I say something?
You will be
You're on the
allowed.
stand.
You're
So-
allowed.
You
to say
said
something.
you said that you would not place it near builds. Yet, where did Copper find one? Under the courthouse.
I will call that as ad hominem.
I actually placed it not under that courthouse, but around that area of the courthouse.
It was
I
under
know
the
where I
courthouse.
placed it because I placed multiple. From where they were, they had no way of actually spreading inside of the courthouse or even replacing any blocks in the first place, since, well, they can't, especially with the courts and the
I'd
bell.
like to move to bring the witnesses, prosecution, and the defendant out to where the evidence was, as we've marked it.
Let's see here.
Here is where the skulk sensor is placed, directly under this cobblestone block.
All right. I will ask everyone to move into the courthouse. And before the examination may continue, I will examine here what I have been shown. I have listened to testimonies.
I would like
would
to
there
give
be-
my final statement, my closing statement.
I will accept it.
Okay, so
No, I have to have a counter argument.
I will first allow a counter argument before you can proceed.
okay.
I would like to hear the prosecution's counter argument.
Okay. This is just basically going over. God damn it, Grandma! Perfect timing.
Does anyone have anything smell burnable? I need to make the glass.
All right. Anyway.
Yep.
So fuck. Where was I? Oh yeah. Okay. So basically, I just wanted to provide extra evidence and a different opinion to where Woodlore stated that he didn't intend to put it next to any builds, and it's only dirt blocks. I would like to call Copper to the stand.
I will
Hi,
accept
I'm
it.
Copper G. Stand to the stand.
That's all you got to do the thing.
You may state your name and please place your hand upon the book before you and state that you will tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I, Copper G. Stand on the stand, place my book on the hand, and say that I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
You may proceed.
Objection.
Okay.
He didn't rhyme the last word.
Sand.
I will allow it.
Okay. Copper, is it true that sheep require grass underneath them in order to regrow their wool?
Yes, that's true. Alternatively, it can be tall grass, but that also has to be placed on grass.
Okay. Copper, is it true that your farm specifically had grass blocks underneath the sheep that were
Yes.
being sheared?
That is correct.
Is it also true that directly underneath this, whenever you kill the sheep, there was a skulk catalyst that was interfering with this, replacing the grass underneath the pens, and thus preventing the sheep from growing new wool?
That is true, and also it happened whenever the nearby cows or chickens were killed.
Thus interrupting more than just the sheep pens, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. So yeah, that's
So
counter argument.
That's an important
Oh.
part of my build.
I would. I will please ask you to be seated now. You may now proceed to do your final statement, Floor.
So my final statement basically mostly revolves around the idea that my intent was to never, from shown by the private messages, to interfere with anybody's bills in a major way, which
Mhm.
in the end I didn't. My intention was to also play by the rules set by the server admin and what I was given at the time. I had no knowledge that AK personally had no knowledge about how the shulk works, and she responded to the question with, "Yep." So I was going off what I was told I was allowed to do.
All right. Is that your final statement? Good.
That's
Would the
my
prosecution like to add any last words to this before I make my decision?
The prosecution rests.
All right. Then will you just give me a minute to compose my thoughts? All right. I believe the judge presiding has now come to a decision that will be made based on the evidence presented to me by both the prosecution and the defense on how lore stated that it was supposed to be non-harmful trolling, but was somehow very far from it, as it was interfering with the likes of everyone's builds, such as Copper's farm, which was interrupting his entire flow. That farm was important, and it prevented the sheep from eating. AK did state that the trolling may be done as long as it was away from buildings presented by the case where the block was right outside the courthouse, and even in my own buildings where it was under the floor. I would also like to state that AK knew of this issue, stated that if it becomes a problem, that we would immediately get rid of them. So that's on their behalf. I would also like to point out that they weren't aware of the problem of these blocks, and you should have done a better job at explaining them. Even though you did exhaust yourself, you probably should have linked or managed to tell. So my decision is as follows. The cease and desist will go through. You will be asked to stop placing these blocks, but AK-47, you are also under the judgment of the court for not being aware of the issue this would cause by allowing Lore to do such a thing. For you, I will ask you to also cease and desist
Oh my god.
on being mean to Lore. This is evil. This is
May,
evil. What is
may,
it?
may I recommend a punishment?
Okay, Lore, just because of going against the court, I will be sentencing you to 1 day in the pit. That is
No! A day!
It is
I don't
1
want
day
to
in the
spend a
pit.
day in the pit.
I'm sorry, if
Okay.
you had plans to play Minecraft tomorrow, it is over. You are sentenced to 1 day in the pit, AK you are sentenced
Like
to
one-
ceasing and desisting
One
of
real
allowing
life
Lore to
day
do
in a
things.
pit, or one Minecraft day in a pit.
You are to spend the tomorrow
Hey,
real,
wait a
real
minute. Why
day.
am I being punished?
You
Why
were
am I
aware of the
being
problem.
pun-
This is
No.
not-
This is
you are-
stupid.
you
It's
are
not
aware.
my fault.
There was no
You were-
trial against me.
I would like order in the court.
Sly!
Order in the court.
I told you you
No.
were corrupt,
Order in the
Sly.
court.
Well, you should have just started from the beginning saying that I was guilty. You already thought about
Order
the
in the
punishment.
court.
Fuck you,
Order in the
Connie.
court.
I hate you.
Stinker.
I would like order in the court for my word to get through.
Order will be had in the court.
Stupid.
I would like to say to sweet, thank you,
That's
Copper.
my cake!
But
No,
I would
I
like
bought
to
that
say, order in the court. I would like to say that yes, the cease and desist will go through because this was a problem server wide. This was known, but I have also given sanctions upon AK as they
No.
have known about this and yet still allowed this to happen.
Judge, may I
I-
meet you behind here real quick?
You may.
Alright.
All right, AK's charges have all been strong.
I hate you
no,
both. I
that
hate
was
you
for-
both.
No,
that
that was for
AK
yeah.
also
Sly, do you
being
have
in the
that
pit.
loyalty book?
AK
I
also
do.
being in the pit.
I think
Lord.
that
Yeah,
bribery
no, I'm
shouldn't
not
go
going in
through.
the pit. Sorry, buddy.
Honestly, I would like tomorrow. I will extend your stay in the hole for 3 hours. No, and not
What?
extend. Only 3 hours. You will spend 3 hours in the hole.
I might as well
That
just
is-
go to bed. What's the point?
You go to bed, but when you wake up 3 hours from the bed.
What?
I just,
That is the final decision. AK, you
That's
have also
stupid.
AK, you have also been put under probation. If
Yep.
you do anything like this, you will be charged.
What on Commie? Now after
what am I gonna do? I don't do anything harmful.
Well,
Yeah, happy with
this
yourself.
wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened if you
Sly?
didn't allow
Listen,
it to
dude,
happen.
the only thing you had to do was not place fucking scope sensors on the desk.
Can you
What was
not do that? I'd
Okay,
really
back to
appreciate it
1
if you
day.
did
Back
not
to
do
1
that.
day. Back to 1 day. Back to
I'd
1
like
day. You may
really,
not play
really
tomorrow.
appreciate it if you didn't.
I hate you guys.
Put them in the hole. Put them in the hole. Someone teleport them down below.
Sorry, Copper. I was
This
trying
is
to-
my decision.
You've doomed me.
I'm sorry.
May I, after we destroy these,
The court is
Yeah.
now adjourned.
may
Awesome.
I unadjourn the court for 4 seconds?
4 seconds are allowed.
Okay, I'm going to slow down time. Okay. I would like to, if I could perhaps speak out against the cease and desist on AK's ability to be mean to Lore.
What?
I don't
That's
know
not
about
what the cease and desist was for.
What?
this
Josiah?
is a
What?
simple different matter. This is a different
Objection.
matter.
What? What?
the final verdict was
What are you
reached.
talking about?
Final verdict
I
was
want to hear what
Like
Josiah wants to
15
say,
minutes
though.
ago.
I want to hear what he wants to say. Let him,
Both of them.
let him speak.
Okay. I've listened.
I would just like to say that AK's ability to be mean to lore should be allowed.
No
For
one said it wasn't. What are you
No,
talking
I will
about?
not allow it. I will not allow any Akin to be mean to lore for
okay,
however long it may take. This is your sanction for allowing this to happen.
What?
okay. I won't fight it any longer. Also, I don't want this skulk shrieker.
Give it here.
Thank you, everybody. I have been
Not
your
letting
honorable
Lore
Judge
get a
Sly.
No,
I have
you're
been the
not
face of
honorable.
justice.
You're not
Anyways.
honorable.
Bye-bye.
That was a pointless waste of my time.
Okay, to the gallows and the ghettos.
You were to spend 5 hours.
Okay,
in
I
that
wasn't
hole.
paying attention.
You
Sly,
keep
who's going to the
increasing it
gallows?
when I'm not even doing anything.
It's because you placed down the shrieker things.
I am actually decreasing it. I said a day. Laura.
Sly, who's
Five
going to the
hours.
I'm
pit?
Mr. President, so
Who's going in the pit? Laura's going in the
I'm
pit.
not. I'm not.
Josiah,
Mars,
look
can you
out.
not go through my stuff?
Laura,
Miles
you
is
may
up here.
play Minecraft tomorrow.